Yeah, that strategy is not working at all. Please tell me we're not gonna have to do this for the entire rest of the game. This would be terrible and boring and just not fun for anyone involved. I'm losing track of myself here. I couldn't tell which one of us was me for a second there. Okay, punches seem to be working pretty well. Somewhat. Until he does that. Ow. Okay, and now we are definitely on the losing side here. Let's, Where'd you go? Get back here. Maybe. If we can keep him jumping, we can hit him when he lands. That seems to be working out okay. Kind of nifty that, even with only these few basic moves, there are still a lot of different, fight strategies here that we've had to use. Again, I really wish this game didn't use the high-pitched bleep sound quite as much as it did. There are a lot of games on the Game Boy that have really good music and aren't, you know, just filled to the brim with high-pitched bleeps. There's a lot of other bits on that sound chip that you can make use of. Okay, so finally leveled up again. And another 1 point up. We're gonna be so super strong! I mean, seriously, you'd think that for a frickin' Fist of the North Star game, and it's the same stupid... Has it been the same song every single fight so far? If it has been, I managed to block it out for a couple fights there. Okay, let's see if we can manage to get Head Kicker working on this one. Okay, so it has been changing. It's just that it's decided to be the horrible bleepy tune a couple times here now. Okay, so then... What kind of fireball do you throw again? Dual? Okay, yeah, dual. Let's try and get a bit of this in. Maybe she'll do that. I think that's a she. Maybe a he, I don't really know. I am now, again, blanking on the name of the character that we're fighting. probably at the point now where we can try and get in close and kick and punch our way to victory. Plenty of health that we can waste in getting in close like this. There we go, awesome. Alright, yo. Oh, hey, we have things we can stand on. It's new. Okay, will we be able to head kick this guy or not? Really leaning towards not. He doesn't seem to want to play nice with the head kicks. I think he's a bit too tall, really. We, really do better with shorter characters with the head kicks for timing it. Also, these little rocks, or assuming they're rocks anyway, are kind of making any kind of maneuvering a little bit difficult. The hitboxes for everything in this just really weird. There are so many spots where you'll just be kicking through your opponent instead of actually hitting them. And wow, even at that point-blank range, you can still manage to duck in time. Like, even on a lot of other Game Boy games, so many of these spots where I am missing would register as hits in so many other games. Okay, that's okay, finally got hit in. Guess we'll go with this method yet again. Also, I don't really like how close you have to be to the edge of the screen in order to scroll it. Even in a platformer game, like a regular side-scroller, there's no excuse for that. In a fighting game, there is even less excuse for that. It's just the enemy with their ability to dodge is pretty ridiculous in this. And even there, after you still rely on the stay away and fireball him method, just was not able to punch and kick him to death regularly. This is not a good level here. Or, well, good fight. This one is definitely more in the range of ridiculous. And all of the stupid high-pitched bleeps really are not helping. Okay, there's that all finished. Ohio. I don't remember how many names were on the list, how close we are to done here. Although, just by the ass-kicking this guy is delivering, I get the feeling he's the final boss. Because, you know, that's fight game syndrome of the final boss is exponentially harder than any of the other characters. It does seem to have been... Yeah, it seems like it's been going in order this entire time. So this would be the last guy on the list. So let's return to our safety measure of hit him with a fireball right when he can... Come on. There. Right when he can't dodge. Seriously, cannot believe how good the enemy AI is at dodging your attacks when you're doing things like this. It's, I don't know if there was a difficulty adjuster. I did not see one that I can recall. So that makes this, even more ridiculous in that sense. And of course, we cannot possibly oh, hey! Okay, we can head-kick this guy, but it's mostly not going to work out, because all of his attacks have... I don't know if I would say priority over mine, but, seems like they connect a lot more of the time. Maybe longer range, or... maybe my hitbox is just freaking huge, while his is tiny. And of course, you know, point-blank dodge skills. Granted, I can do the same thing as well, but I have save states, he does not. Trying to spice it up as best as I can, but it's not really going well. There is no way to make it more interesting than fire, jump, dodge, occasionally throw a punch for the hell of it. Even if I try to do a normal fight with him now, it will not work. Get away! Just back off and fireball again, thank you. There. That one actually took off quite a bit there. Seems kind of random in how much damage they do on the health bar up there. Okay, so one more fireball should be good. No? I can't tell if he's dodging or if it's just not hurting him. Thank you for that, game. Okay, no, it's just not hurting him. So we do have to punch him to death, it would seem. Don't know if we can manage that. Since, you know, his trip kick hits me when I'm in the air, because my hitbox is apparently 5 miles wider than I actually am. Okay, no, now it is actually damaging him, so I was going to, you know, actually try to punch him to death in the spirit of Fist of the North Star, but at this point, no, screw it. I'm just going to fireball him to death and we'll be done with this, because, yeah, this is just a bit too much here. Okay, congratulations! Just the one. And, you know, of course, the final credits song is all high-pitched and bleepy. Why finish on a good note? So yeah, that was, something. There are a lot of good Fist of the North Star games out there. This is not one of them. I highly recommend you track down the better games, or read the manga, or watch the anime. And I definitely, again, recommend checking out Hokuto no Gun over at hokutonogun.com. They have staff that are usually hanging around in the chat at their website, so you can even talk to the people that do the subbing work. And, you know, give them thanks and props because they are awesome. I love how all of these fighting sprites are just people flailing their arms. Oh, the limitations of the Game Boy. Oh, wow. So yes, I don't know why the level up system was in place. That didn't really seem to do anything whatsoever. Especially since, you know, you gained 1 point! What the hell is the... You start with, like, 20 in, your punch power and 50 in your kick power, so... Gaining those few points just seemed... well, pardon the pun, but pointless. Yeah, overall, nothing else really to say. It just starts the entire game over. I guess you can play the game again with your newly super powered up character after you leveled up oh so many times throughout. Because, you know, your attacks do exactly the same amount of damage as they did before. Yeah, I really would have to say just avoid this game at all costs. This has been Fist of the North Star, and we're absolutely done here. Finally.